I'm not upset that he ghosted me. I'm not upset that he hurt my feelings. I'm upset because now I have to explain it to my best friend after I promised I would stop doing this.
I got 5 pieces of candy. I got a chocolate bar. I got a quarter. I got a rock.
The thing is, I want you, but I don't want you because I want you, but I don't even want you. But then I want you because I don't want you. But then I've got you because I didn't want you. But now I've got you and I'm pissed.
That doesn't make any sense, guys.
Even if you meet a nice guy, you can't even actually get excited about it. You know why? Because it's just a matter of time before someone gets bored and unhappy and is saying that it's over. And that's a happy ending.
Attention, Home Depot customers. If you are a single male and you are ready to mingle, I'm coming in. Please meet me at the lumber aisle so I can check out your wood.
Question for folks who met their significant other not on a dating app, like you met in real life organically. My question is, how...
Welcome back, guys, to another video of women hitting
Hi, if you're not a red pill incel man, can you interact with this video?
Oh my god, I've been called an incel so many times. I don't think women understand what incel means. It means involuntary celibate. I've never had problems with women. So why are you calling us incels? Why are you calling somebody that wants to give advice to other men? Why are you calling them incels? I don't get it. If we don't want women like you, like in the West, that doesn't mean we're incels.
Because I need to get back to my side of TikTok. I'm looking for, like, my feminist ladies. I'd like to get back over there. Okay, thanks.
Hey guys, I just wanted to update you guys on how things have been going because I told you I was starting online dating. And I just wanted to tell you some of the changes that I've noticed in my life. Getting a lot of pics, a lot of frustration, and just generally wanting to gouge my eyes out. How's it going for you?
When people ask me why I'm not dating, first of all, it's really hard to date at my age. Dating older men don't want women my age. They want them younger, sexier, smarter, faster, easier to manipulate.
Of course, if we want younger women, it's because we want to manipulate them. It's not because we don't want women with so much baggage and so much trauma and so many past relationships and such a high body count. No, it's because we want to manipulate them. Like anybody is forcing them to be with us. My girlfriend can leave if she doesn't like our relationship. Nobody is forcing anybody. Nobody is manipulating everybody. But that's what older women like her want to say about us, to shame us and guilt us in wanting women that are older.
Men my age are going through the it's complicated stage, or separated but not sure what I want to do, or want to just be friends with benefits. And then the young ones, well, I ain't got time for that shit.
I don't know who needs to hear this. Maybe it's just me. Dating is really hard. I feel like once you hit a certain age, everybody's been hurt and they're scared and they don't want to admit that they want.
That's why I'm trying to help other men so they don't get in bad relationships from the start, so they don't get hurt, so they don't have any trauma, so they don't have any bad relationships. You can have good relationship from the start if you try and understand the nature of women and you know what to look for and you know the red flags. You don't need to get in bad relationships.
Something or take a risk on someone. I just need you to know you're worth the risk.
That's what modern society wants to tell us. You don't have to be better. You don't have to do better. You don't have to change anything about you. Just stay the same and you will find that other half, that person that is meant for you. No, there is no such thing as that. You want better outcomes, you have to work on yourself. You have to do better.
whether or not that person is willing to risk it. You're worth it. And someday, someone is going to
Yes.
come along
Yes, Prince Charming. Yes, of course.
and they'll realize it. Waiting for someday is hard.
Can you see, guys? She's just waiting. She doesn't try to better herself. She doesn't try to change anything about herself in order to attract more men, in order to attract the man that she wants.
Read me. I'm right there with you. But I refuse to believe that they're not out.
Thank you. Come again.
So I was talking to my ex-husband. I was complaining to my ex-husband about why I'm still single. And he tells me, he's like, well, Ash, they're not like you. They're going to talk and date multiple people until they find the one that they want to be with. And then they'll commit. I was like, okay, well, I realized in that very moment, like, I'll be alone for the rest of my life. Like, the most faithful man that I know is telling me.
So if your ex is the most faithful man that you know, why did you break up? Why? Because he's faithful. It's very hard to find a man that is faithful nowadays. So why did you break up with him? Because I'm sure he didn't leave you.
That they date everybody. Like, no, I want no part of this. Like,
Then you should have stayed married or in that relationship.
I'm not doing it. Like, either I'm a fuck yes or I'm a fuck no. Like, if you're not sure about me, leave me alone.
Here's why I think dating is so difficult these days. We are the first generation that is technically advanced. Our parents did not have online dating, the internet, social norms that were so beyond acceptable, being in your 40s and single and saying no children and all of that. This is so new for all of us that there are rules none of us even fucking know how to abide by.
True.
Our parents also came from a generation where the norm was to get married.
Yes, and they came from a generation where family was first. Not me.
Young. You didn't really have to explore somebody and try to figure out. You didn't have the options as readily as available. You just married who was in your proximity. That's why divorces started happening so rapidly when we were kids, and now we're at a time where it's just almost the norm versus the exception. We're also the first generation that therapy and attachment styles and healing your inner child is so widely talked about because we have the internet. So
in the past, trauma was actual trauma. Nowadays, women, when they have a bad relationship, oh, I have trauma, I have PTSD, I have all those kinds of stuff. No. In the past, when people talked about depression and trauma, it was because they really went through something hard in their life. It's not like nowadays. Nowadays, everybody is depressed, everybody has trauma.
that gives people even more time to say, I need to heal my shit before I get into something and turn up to be like my parents. Not to mention our parents could get married and have 6 kids in a 1-income home where we can't even afford to fucking rent an apartment for ourselves.
Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't feel like anyone in today's society is looking for anything serious when they're dating someone. I think we have so many options that most people are just looking for some quick affection.
Yes, of course. We have dating apps, and another guy is just a swipe away. Of course.
Some quick attention to maybe take someone to bed, and then they've conquered that and they want to move on. And I'm not just talking about men, I'm talking about women as well. I think it's just our generation at the moment just doesn't seem to want this long-term relationship.
Yes, and that's why the world is in the state that it is right now. That's why.
That we used to other generations wanted in the past. And I don't see many people whose intention when dating is to actually get married.
True.
I don't see that very often. And I'm in my late 30s, and in my friendship group, I can't think of one single person that's in a long-term relationship that seems to be heading towards marriage. Or, you know, I personally myself, I don't care for marriage either way, but I don't see any relationship having that longevity.
You should care about marriage, ma'am. If you want to find a man, you should know how to be a wife. If you don't know how to be a wife and a girlfriend, how do you expect to find a man?
And that's just my honest opinion. And there seems to be this cycle for everybody I know that, you know, you get on dating apps because if you...
You should get better friends, new friends.
anything like me, I work from home and I don't go out drinking very often. So dating apps are pretty much the only solution. The only thing I do is go to dance classes that are all girls and go to the gym and go hiking. But anyway, so other people and, are getting on these dating apps, and it seems to be this cycle where you'll start talking to someone. It'll take you ages to actually narrow down to some people that you have some things in common with, that you actually start to get along with. People start talking to each other, arrange a couple of dates, everything will be going great. Then out of nowhere, one of them will ghost the other one for no particular reason. And then they'll just never hear from them again. And that's just the cycle with everybody I know. This is the cycle I'm...
Ma'am, I told you, you should get better friends. Because single people keep other people single.
I'm seeing with everyone. And then everyone's like, okay, move on, back on the dating apps, back trying to find someone that you got something in common with, trying to find someone that, you think you get along with. And then just this cycle continues over and over and over and over and over again. I just don't see anyone dating for longevity. And I just want to know why, like what's changed? Is it because, we have access to social media and so many options?
Yes.
And we just no longer want to settle for the one option? Or what do you think? Like, what is happening in this generation?
Well, the most two important things, I think, it's feminism and social media.
Like, is romance dead? Like, what's going on? Because I'm so confused.
As a woman, I think if you end up being smarter than your significant other and you're challenging them all the time, then it does take away from the kind of dominance aspect that you find attractive in a relationship.
I think it's also, we don't want to underestimate the degree to which men are also intimidated by women who are outstanding across multiple dimensions. Men are certainly intimidated by women who are very physically attractive. So then if you take a woman who's very intelligent and very physically attractive, she's going to be a very intimidating target, and fewer men in all likelihood.
I don't think smart women are intimidating, and I don't think they're smart in what actually matters. They might be smart in their domain, in what they do for work, but they're not smart in what actually matters, like relationships or what men want. You've seen this multiple times on TikTok. Women don't know what men want. They don't know how to be a wife. They don't know how to be a girlfriend. So it doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't know these kinds of stuff, because marriage should be the most important thing that you will do, because you have to live with that person for 30, 40, 50 years. So if you don't know how to attract the man that you want, you don't know what men want, you don't know how to be a wife, then it doesn't matter if you're smart in a certain domain.
Are going to approach her. And so what that means is that as a woman becomes more competent, which would include intellectually competent, her pool of eligible mates shrinks.
Okay, we're going to try this. When we get there, I need you to be cool, okay? We're not going to go and show them how crazy we are right off the bat. We have time for that. You got that? Okay, we're going to be cool. We're going to be approachable. Wag your tail a little bit when we get there.
Yes, if I see a woman with a dog, I will approach her. And I will play with the dog because I love animals. But I don't care about the owner of the dog. I just want to play with the dog.
That will look like we're friendly, okay? I mean, I know you already pooped, but you could poop, and then I can, ask one of them for a bag. That's a good idea. We'll go with that. Just be cool. No. Be cool. Be cool. Now we have to go back home. Alone.
All right, this is going to be an episode of Rate My Date from my Sunday brunch. So here goes. Overall, I'm going to tell you that I give this date a 3 out of 10, and here's why. He looked like his pictures, pretty much, a little heavier than his pictures, but he was tall, he was attractive, he was successful, he was smart. He picked a great restaurant. All those things are great, so I'm going to give him props.
But he didn't want you. If he had all those qualities, he wasn't that interested in you, because lots of women like you or more attractive than you want that kind of man.
Props for that. But I will tell you, here I go again on another date with someone that asks me not one question. He does not know where...
Yes, because he doesn't care. He just wants to smash. That's it.
Where I live, what I do for a living, how old my kid is. He knows
Oh, red flag. She's a single mom. Red flag. Maybe that's why he doesn't care.
nothing about me. Nothing. And I hate those, what's your favorite color? I don't mean that, but just a regular conversation back and forth like a tennis match. I asked him a ton of questions. He didn't ask me anything back. It was actually weird. At the end of the date, I really got the impression that he was a player, but he told me he wanted to see me again. When I said to him, you don't know anything about me.
He doesn't care. He just wants to smash. As you said, you think he's a player. That's because he is. He doesn't care about anything. He just wants to smash. Why is it so hard for women to understand? Especially if he's tall, he's successful, he's handsome. Why would he choose you when you're a single mom over a certain age? Why?
He said, what do I need to know about you? I know that I'm attracted to you. What? Holy shit. The other thing is, he didn't drink at all. Is that a deal breaker for you guys? Because I'm not sure if it is for me or not.
I don't drink. So what? It doesn't mean anything. I don't like to drink.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how you guys do it. I am about a couple months into online dating and I'm calling it quits already. No thank you. I am removing all of the dating apps. People are weird and no, I am not cut out for this. I don't know how to organically meet people. I work from home, so I don't meet people in the office. I wouldn't date people at work. I'm at softball fields a lot, so if there's any single softball dads, hit me up. Otherwise, you know, if some guy I would have to date somebody that like fell from my trees, like some Tarzan situation, in order to.
Yes, of course, because Prince Charming will just fall from that tree behind her. She doesn't have to put in any work, any effort. She doesn't need to understand men, what men want. No, she just... I don't get it, guys. I don't get it. It's so simple. Just try to know and understand men, and you will have greater success in dating. It's so simple. It's like... It's also in reverse. If you understand women and their nature, you will have greater success. But we try to understand women, but they don't try to understand us.
Be able to date. Nope. Just, I'm going to enjoy being single.